Alright guys, the following video I'm producing is a compilation of a couple other video clips under the Fair Use Copyright Act. I'm reproducing these here for educational purposes, so therefore that's, sorry about the cat, it's wanting to play. Anywho, it's a very pertinent topic right now, and after I go through, or after I show these clips and show some other stuff, we'll get into discussing what's actually going on. So that's it for this, and enjoy the first part of the video.
The eerily empty streets of Wuhan in the Hubei province. It is a city now in lockdown as it battles to contain a new virus never seen in humans before. But it emerged just hours ago that before the authorities introduced measures to stop the spread of the novel coronavirus, 5 million people managed to leave. And China's National Health Commission said today the virus's ability to transmit was getting stronger.
From our observation, the disease can be spread during the incubation period. The incubation period lasts for 10 days. The shortest 1 day, the longest is 14 days.
Officially, 56 people have died so far and more than 2,000 have been infected, mostly in the Hubei province. Many experts, however, believe those numbers are likely to be far higher, and there remains uncertainty about the path this virus will take.
One of the potentially hopeful things about this infection is that certainly from the early case reports that we've seen, people don't tend to have the runny nose and sneezing and sore throat symptoms, which are often for many respiratory infections the first things that actually are the most efficient ways of spreading the infection.
Those who venture out wear masks, and people are stocking up while they can. Nobody knows how long the quarantine imposed by the authorities will continue. The pneumonia-like illness is caused by this new form of coronavirus, but it's not clear where it has come from. One theory is that it started in bats, they harbour coronaviruses, before jumping into mammals, possibly wild animals being sold at Wuhan fish market, and from them it moved into humans. Today, the Chinese authorities announced a temporary ban on the trade of wild animals, threatening to severely investigate and punish anyone who violates this. This is just one of a raft of desperate measures to try and contain the outbreak. Transport links to Wuhan have been cut off. Driving in the city's downtown has been banned. Instead, 6,000 taxis will help people move around. And a lockdown has been extended to surrounding cities. 50 million people are affected. While Wuhan remains the epicenter with the largest number of cases, there are patients across China now, and it has spread to Hong Kong and elsewhere in Asia, as well as to the United States, Australia, France, and now Canada, where a man in his 50s who travelled from Wuhan has tested positive. 3 countries have now said they will get their citizens out of Wuhan, but the Foreign Office here has said it is still looking at all options.
This morning they sent out an advisory on the travel advisory to say that basically we advise against all travel to Hubei and anybody that's in Hubei to get out. Now, to me, that shows a huge lack of understanding on the situation here. We cannot get out of the city. We cannot get out of Hubei.
There is no vaccine and no antiviral treatment, so it's face masks, millions of them, suddenly at the forefront in the efforts to fight this virus.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with almost 20 years of clinical experience. And in this video, let's discuss the coronavirus that I'm sure you've heard about in the news, what you should know about this, and what you should do. This coronavirus that you've been hearing about in the news is a virus. It is an enveloped virus, and that'll become important later in this video. It's a very large RNA virus. There are numerous coronaviruses that we know about and that have been cataloged, but this one is special, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Most coronaviruses exist in animals, and there have been multiple coronaviruses that have been documented to spread from animal to human. But most coronaviruses end there. There's very little, if any, spread from human to human. That's what makes this virus different. It started in China in 2019, and in early 2020, it has been confirmed that this virus does spread from human to human. Another thing you need to know about coronaviruses in general is that they can mutate very quickly, and this can make them much more virulent, which is the fear and the worry. It can also make them less virulent as well. Only time will tell what's going to happen with this novel coronavirus. The symptoms of coronaviruses in humans are typically a cold, an upper respiratory infection, a flu-like illness, a bronchitis. They're typically not worrisome or dangerous at all, except to the very young, the very old, and the very sick. Now, here are some key points about coronavirus that you need to be acutely aware of. This doesn't apply to every virus, but it does apply to many viruses. So first and foremost, the coronavirus can infect a person and that person have absolutely no symptoms and no fever for 2 to 5 days. They are contagious during this period and can infect other people, but they have no symptoms and they have no fever. When this coronavirus is spread by coughing or sneezing, the tiny droplets of saliva or mucus can actually transmit this virus up to 5 to 7 feet away. So you don't have to be right up against someone or giving them a hug or a kiss to catch this virus from them. This coronavirus is contained in an envelope which protects it from the environment. And so if someone coughs or sneezes or touches their eye, nose, or mouth, and then touches a surface like a countertop or a doorknob or a seat back, the virus can stay there dormant but yet alive for up to 5 days. This is another thing that makes this particular type of virus very dangerous and very hard to control the spread. Another key fact about this type of virus is that you see people in Asia wearing masks, and that's probably good. That probably does control the spread and protect them a little from infection. But this virus can infect any of your mucous membranes. So that includes your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your genital region, and your anal region. Any of these are susceptible to this coronavirus. Currently, there is no test for this coronavirus. There is no vaccine to prevent it, and there is no medication to treat it. If you do develop this virus and go to a clinic or hospital, all the healthcare provider can do is give you supportive care.
In China, health officials have announced they expect to see the coronavirus outbreak intensify. The virus has already appeared in all but one of China's provinces and in at least 11 other countries. China has said it will boost efforts to contain the virus. That means even more transport and travel bans, canceling major public events, and shutting tourist attractions, as well as widespread health screening. Meanwhile, the death toll is rising. At least 56 people in China have died, and more than 2,000 more have been infected.
A whole city in quarantine. A public health announcement is broadcast to a near-empty street in WuHan. But the medical centres are overflowing. And even if residents feel well, they could still be a carrier of the new coronavirus. China's health minister told reporters that the virus's ability to spread is getting stronger.
Our knowledge of the new coronavirus is limited. The origin hasn't been found. From our observation, the disease can be spread during the incubation period. The period lasts for 10 days. The shortest is 1 day, the longest is 14 days. This is very different from SARS.
And that means a seemingly healthy person carrying the virus can infect other people before symptoms appear. There's no vaccine or a drug to prevent the virus, but medical researchers say first tests on a possible vaccine could start in 3 months' time. Here in WuHan, all access to pharmacies, hotels, or any other public spaces comes after a temperature check. Many residents are taking these new restrictions in stride.
I'm not worried. It's not bad. Because the Wuhan city government has treated us very humanely. That is to say, all aspects of the defense measures have been very satisfactory.
Hello， 大家好。希望每个能看到我视频的朋友们都能够比较珍惜我这个视频，因为实在是发之不易。在我们中国大陆，是吧？要翻墙，要克服各种各样的困难，而且网络延迟特别的卡，所以我也是被逼无奈才跑到这个位置，是吧？希望有更多的华人同胞，有更多心地善良的人能够看到，能够注意到这次武汉肺炎所谓的冠状病毒这次疫情的严重性和我们本地人生活的一个实际情况。现在整个武汉市所有的交通枢纽、公共交通全部被停掉了，然后据说加油站也停止加油了。然后呢，我不禁有几点疑问，比方说，你家里的亲人有个什么高血压呀、心脏病啊，现在需要去医院，怎么去呢？打那个急救电话120，各位可以试一下，根本就打不通，完全就打不通，一直是忙音。再比方说，你怀疑自个儿是否染上了这次的武汉肺炎吧，你想去医院做一个那个诊断，你根本就去不了，你怎么去？医院人满为患，医生他不叫你去挂号什么的，就排队，你排几个小时可能都不搭理你，你本来没什么事的，你去排队，可能就交叉感染了。然后我再说一个我亲眼看到的，在1月23号武汉封城之前的头一天，22号，包括22号之前，整个武汉市满大街戴口罩的人都不多，一大堆就是不戴口罩的，还在麻将室里面打麻将，还在到处交头接耳，包括一些小商小贩。我也想问一下，我们大家一块儿在这个公共平台上探讨一下，武汉市市长、党委书记在干什么？作为一个地方的高级官员、一把手，他们难道没有得到信息吗？如果说他们第一时间得到了信息，为什么没有全程的电视讲话，没有第一时间的，甚至强制性的要求我们老百姓戴口罩，提高防范的警惕呢？如果说他没有得到信息，那就说明他失职，这个人根本就不适合做地方官，早就该滚蛋了。难道不是这个样子吗？难道我的逻辑有问题吗？然后直到1月23号封城之后，我们整个武汉市才每个社区门口贴了一个单子，上面写着什么要求每个老百姓戴上口罩。然后从23号，昨天24，今天25号才开始陆陆续续看到戴口罩的明显增多了。那证明并不是武汉市本地人老百姓不配合，而是当地政府有关部门根本就不作为，或者说他们别有目的。至于说是什么，我们不展开探讨，我们只能说在这一次疫情中，2003年已经有了非典那一次前车之鉴了，而现在只能说是在重复历史的错误，而且眼下这一次的情况绝对和03年的非典疫情有过之而不及。现在你想出个门是吧，想去就个诊，所有的公共交通全部停掉了。
All right, this is a current world map of the coronavirus as of 1:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1/26/2020. And here you can see the current numbers as listed. I will put a link below to this so you guys can go check it out and keep it up, keep up to date as far as what's going on. But as you can see, the death toll has risen overnight, and the number of cases recovered has also risen. You can see me scrolling over here. I'm showing the current levels of what's in the nation. And I'm going to scroll out so you can see what's going on. We got 3 in the US, 1 in Toronto, Canada. So even our friends up in the Maple Leaf country aren't spared this as of right now. So click here and show you guys a few things that are popping up. And that's it for this part. Alright, so what's all this get up? Well, this is personal protection equipment for this stuff. And as you can tell, it's kind of hard to talk right now because it's fully sealed up. And it looks a little extreme. But from the research that I've done, this is probably the best way to go. Your eyes are protected, your mouth and nose are protected, your hands are protected. Make sure you've got plenty of hand sanitizer around. So every time you do something, if you touch anything, pull the gloves off, sanitize. I ain't used this one in a while because it's brand new. Well, you get the point. I may have to replace that one. Then you put on a new pair of gloves and continue. Let me get this all off and I'll be right back. Alright. Now that we've got the first part of the video done on my exercise and PPE there, it may seem a little extreme, may look a little funny, but having eye protection, and I have the same setup for my son, only his glasses are smaller, which will fit his face, provided that's what we have to go to. The glasses of some sort to fully protect your eyes. The mask to protect your nose and mouth. Gloves for your hands. Like I said, keep hand sanitizer around. While it's not full-blown here as it is over there, and it's getting worse as you see by the little slide there put into the current map data, and I don't believe that we're getting the whole story. As you can see by that little over 11-minute clip I put in from the gentleman that's over there in lockdown, he's given the truth, okay? I gave you what was presented on the media and what he says. Take it with a grain of salt. Make your own judgments. That's on you, not me. I'm just providing information that I have sourced. And the cat's playing with the neighbor cat. It's outside though. Haha. Anyway. Well, yeah, I'll touch on this briefly. Tomorrow I'll be putting out a video in conjunction with Destiny Christian Ministries also. My pastor also did a sermon today touching on the subject, which I think is very important to be touched on. Bravo to him. Thank you, Pastor. And thank you, Lord. This is biblical. And I know some people are going to tune out immediately because I just said that. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. We'll catch you next video. But all these things are going to pass. It's in the Bible. The Bible says it's going to happen. The Bible has been accurate right up till now, so I see no reason to believe it's not going to continue to be accurate. And that's a discussion for another day. Back to the current virus. It is starting to explode. There's over 30 provinces or communities in China on lockdown right now. Almost 50 million people are told stay at home. You have to wear a mask. There's no public transportation in most of these areas other than a few cabs. Like in Wuhan right now, I do believe there's cabs running so people can get out and get the stuff that they need if it's available. But there's no semi-truck traffic. You know, there's no commercial traffic, so they're not getting deliveries of foodstuffs brought into these areas. How long do you think this is going to last before panic starts setting in? You know, one clip I heard was it about 3 months before they're ready to start trying to administer a virus. Are these areas going to last 3 months? You know, most people are talking a month, 2 months. Well, when their Center for Disease Control says about 3 months, that raises a little bit the bar a little bit higher, making survivability that much more difficult. So right now we have 3 confirmed cases here in the U.S. Chicago, I think it was Los Angeles, and Seattle. Those are pretty key areas. I'm not going to throw no tin hats on, but just use your brains. Those are pretty key areas. So my advice is get the PPE, personal protective equipment, now while it's still available. Because if you wait till the last minute, you ain't going to get it. I recommend personally, and I'm not a doctor, I didn't even get to sleep at Holiday Inn last week, so I can't even pretend to be one today. I would recommend at the very least the N97s. I'll put a link to Amazon where I found some last night, and you'll catch that in my live stream from last night. And let's see, what else was I going to say? I had something else I was going to throw in here, and a brain fart. Old age is heck. Oh, I'll leave that for another video. But yeah, this is just on the Wuhan virus, coronavirus as it's being called. It is an issue. Be prepared. Don't be scared. You know, you are your own first responder. You're going to be the first one there. You're going to see the symptoms. I tried to put a little bit of what to look for from the other gentleman who is a doctor. And I did go check out his credentials. They seem legit. And, you know, just pay attention, guys. Use that map that I'm going to put the link below. Keep up to date on the situation. Check it every couple hours. You know, keep track of what you see in our country and elsewhere. And I'll end this video on that. That's it. That's all. If you are prepared for most everything, you'll be prepared for most anything. So in this case, it's time to get some PPE, personal protective equipment. Have it on hand for you and your family. I would stock up right now if you can on some fish antibiotics. Go check out Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy's videos. They go over some of it. They have a book out. Several books actually, but there's a blue one. And you can go look that one up. It's their only blue book, and it's antibiotics and stuff like that. So go check that out if you haven't. I plan on picking one up here soon, I hope. And until next time, be safe. God bless. Grumpy out.